Welcome to our channel, History Coins HD. We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1. We're diving deep into the story of a small but extraordinary treasure, the United States 1972 5-cent coin, commonly known as the Jefferson Nickel. This coin may seem like an ordinary piece of loose change at first glance, but it could be worth a life-changing amount if you're lucky enough to find the right one. So, stick around as we uncover the history, unique features, and astonishing value of this incredible coin. Let's get started. The United States Jefferson Nickel has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third president of the United States, on the obverse side. On the reverse, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's beautiful Virginia estate, which has become a symbol of American history and heritage. The 1972 5-cent coin was minted during a time when the United States was experiencing cultural shifts and economic challenges. This was the early 1970s, a period marked by the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and the rise of counterculture. Coins from this era often carry a unique charm for collectors because they serve as tangible artifacts of a transformative time in American history. But what sets the 1972 Jefferson Nickel apart from millions of others produced that year? It's all about rarity, condition, and those fascinating little details that often go unnoticed by the average person. Most 1972 nickels were minted in massive quantities at facilities like the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, but not all coins are created equal. Some have unique characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors around the world. For example, some 1972 nickels were struck with errors during the minting process. These errors could include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or even planchet flaws, each of which makes the coin stand out from the rest. Double die nickels, in particular, are exceptionally rare and can dramatically increase the coin's value because they showcase a doubling of design elements like the date, lettering, or Monticello's architecture. Imagine holding a coin that tells its own little story of imperfection, a story that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. And now let's talk about condition. Coins that have been circulated and used in everyday transactions usually show signs of wear and tear. Scratches, dings, and faded details can significantly reduce a coin's value. On the other hand, coins that have been carefully preserved in uncirculated condition are highly prized. A pristine 1972 Jefferson Nickel with sharp details, vibrant luster, and no visible marks can command astonishing prices in the collector's market. You might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1972 nickel is worth a fortune? The first step is to examine it closely. Look for any unusual features or signs of minting errors. Next, check the coin's overall condition. Does it still have its original shine, or does it look heavily worn? If you suspect your coin might be special, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service. These experts can evaluate your coin and assign it a grade that reflects its condition and rarity. So, why do collectors place such a high value on coins like the 1972 Jefferson Nickel? It all comes down to demand. Rare coins with unique features and exceptional preservation hold a special appeal for collectors because they're not just pieces of currency, they're pieces of history. Owning a coin like this is like holding a tiny fragment of America's story, and for many collectors, that's worth far more than the monetary value. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the value of the 1972 Jefferson Nickel. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, or even better, with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $48,000 to $52,000. That's right, this humble 5-cent coin could be worth more than a luxury car or a down payment on a house. So, the next time you come across a 1972 nickel in your spare change or an old coin collection, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a closer look, you might just be holding a hidden treasure. Top 2. We're diving into the story of an iconic coin that's been hiding in plain sight, the United States of America 1985 P 5-cent piece. This humble coin, often dismissed as just spare change, holds a fascinating history and could be worth an astonishing amount of money. Stick around to the very end to discover its surprising value. This is one treasure you don't want to miss. The 1985 P nickel, minted in Philadelphia, represents more than just a piece of currency. It's a snapshot of America in the mid-1980s, a time when the nation was booming with technological advancements, cultural shifts, and economic growth. While millions of these coins were minted and used in everyday transactions, certain features and conditions make some of these coins incredibly valuable today. Let's start by taking a closer look at its design. On the front of the coin, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and a key figure in American history. This iconic image has been a mainstay of the nickel since 1938, reflecting Jefferson's contributions to the country, including authoring the Declaration of Independence and founding the University of Virginia. His portrait is beautifully detailed, showcasing the artistry and precision of American coinage. Flip the coin over, and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. This architectural masterpiece represents Jefferson's ingenuity and his lasting legacy. The design on the reverse side of the coin captures Monticello's neoclassical elegance, complete with its domed roof and symmetrical windows. It's a reminder of Jefferson's enduring influence on American culture and ideals. But what makes the 1985 P nickel so special? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While these coins were produced in large quantities, most of them have been heavily circulated, suffering from scratches, wear, and general damage over the years. However, a select few have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. These rare coins retain their original luster, sharp details, and mint-state quality, making them highly sought after by collectors. Even more exciting, some 1985 P nickels feature unique characteristics that make them stand out. These could include slight minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or die cracks. These errors, while unintentional, turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Collectors around the world are willing to pay top dollar for these rare finds, especially if the coin has been professionally graded and certified by a reputable service. The better the condition and the rarer the features, the higher the value. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the value. If you happen to have a 1985 P nickel in outstanding, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, its worth could range anywhere from $42,000 to $46,000. That's right, this little 5-cent coin could be worth a fortune. So, the next time you come across a nickel from 1985 with the Philadelphia Mint mark, take a closer look. You could be holding a piece of American history worth thousands of dollars. Top 3. We're diving into the fascinating world of United States coinage, focusing on a gem that's been hiding in plain sight: the 1986 P Jefferson Nickel. This unassuming 5-cent coin has sparked the interest of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it might be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. Before we reveal its astonishing value, let's take a closer look at this coin's history, design, and what makes it so valuable today. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. The 1986 P Jefferson Nickel was minted in Philadelphia, as signified by the P mint mark on the obverse. During the mid-1980s, the U.S. Mint was focusing on refining its production processes while meeting the high demand for coins in circulation. Millions of these nickels were struck, and most were used for everyday transactions, buying coffee, candy, or a bus ride. However, like many coins, not all 1986 P Jefferson Nickels were created equal. While most were mass-produced with little fanfare, a few were minted with such precision and care that they become sought-after rarities. What's more, some of these coins have unique features or minting errors that make them stand out even more, making them irresistible to collectors. One of the key reasons this coin has gained attention is its design. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's thoughtful gaze and sharp features are a testament to the artistry of Felix Schlag, the original designer of the Jefferson Nickel back in 1938. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic plantation home. The intricate detailing of the building, from its grand dome to the stately columns, reflects the elegance and vision of one of America's founding fathers. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a simple nickel from 1986 so special? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is exceptionally rare. Most coins from this era were used extensively, suffering scratches, dings, and wear from countless transactions, but those that escaped circulation and remained untouched in their original state are now highly coveted. Their sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and immaculate condition set them apart, making them prime candidates for collectors looking to complete their Jefferson Nickel sets. Adding to the allure are potential minting errors or anomalies. Coins with misstrikes, off-center designs, or other imperfections are highly valued by numismatists because they're unique pieces of history. Each error coin tells a story about the minting process and adds a layer of intrigue to an already fascinating collectible. So, what is this 1986 P Jefferson Nickel really worth? It's hard to believe that a coin once used for buying small treats could now be worth a significant fortune. But if you have one of these nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition, or, better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value between $37,000 and $40,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single 5-cent coin could be worth as much as $40,000. Imagine finding one of these treasures tucked away in your collection or in an old jar of coins. What a discovery that would be. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable nickels? Start by examining it closely. Look for the 1986 date and the P mint mark. Check its condition carefully. Does it look uncirculated? Are there any unusual features or potential errors? If you're unsure, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. As we wrap up, let this be a reminder that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value. The 1986 P Jefferson Nickel is a shining example of why it's always worth paying attention to the change in your pocket. Top 4. We're diving into a small yet significant piece of American history, the 1987 D United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson Nickel. This little coin might just surprise you with its potential value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn how much this coin could be worth today, and trust me, it's a jaw-dropping amount. Let's start by setting the stage. The year 1987 was a notable time in American history. It was a period of economic growth, cultural milestones, and innovation. Ronald Reagan was serving his second term as president, the Cold War was slowly thawing, and the stock market was booming. Amid this backdrop, the Denver Mint produced millions of 5-cent coins, commonly referred to as nickels. These coins were meant for everyday use, and most were quickly forgotten as part of routine transactions. However, not all 1987 D nickels were created equal. While the majority of these coins went unnoticed, a select few have stood the test of time, surviving in near-perfect condition. These well-preserved examples, combined with a growing interest from collectors, have elevated the status of this otherwise humble coin. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1987 D nickel. On one side, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His image has graced the nickel since 1938, making it one of the most iconic American coin designs. The level of detail in Jefferson's profile is remarkable, with sharp lines and a dignified expression that symbolizes the enduring legacy of his leadership. Flip the coin over, and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's stately Virginia home. The design is a tribute to his architectural genius and his love of classical styles. The intricate depiction of Monticello is a masterpiece in miniature, showcasing fine details like the columns and dome. When a 1987 D nickel is found in pristine condition, these design elements stand out even more, making it a visual treat for numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. What makes this coin particularly interesting is its potential rarity. While millions of 1987 D nickels were minted, most were used in everyday transactions and quickly became worn or damaged. Over time, finding a 1987 D nickel in uncirculated condition has become increasingly challenging. Coins that have been carefully preserved, free from scratches, discoloration, or wear, are highly sought after by collectors. In addition to condition, there are other factors that can make a 1987 D nickel even more valuable. For instance, some coins from this year have unique minting errors or anomalies, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or variations in the lettering. These errors make the coin one of a kind and can dramatically increase its value in the numismatic market. If you happen to own a 1987 D nickel, take a closer look. Does it appear flawless? Are there any unusual features that stand out? If so, you might be holding a coin that could fetch an impressive sum. But even a standard 1987 D nickel in mint condition can command significant attention from collectors and investors. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. How much could a 1987 D nickel in exceptional condition be worth today? If you're lucky enough to possess one of these rare gems, its value could range between $32,000 and $36,000. Yes, you heard that right, this small coin could be worth as much as a new car or even a down payment on a house. So, before you dismiss your old coins as ordinary, take the time to inspect them. That 1987 D nickel sitting in your collection or tucked away in a jar might just change your life. Top 5. We're going to dive into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins from the United States, the 1988 P5 coin, better known as the 1988 Philadelphia nickel. This coin, which may seem ordinary at first glance, could be worth far more than you expect. Stick with us as we unravel the fascinating story behind this small yet highly sought after coin and reveal just how much it's worth today. Let's start with a little history. The 1988 5-cent coin was minted in Philadelphia, and it features the classic design of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. Jefferson's portrait has graced the nickel since 1938, making it a timeless representation of American heritage. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, which symbolizes the values of freedom and democracy that the country was built upon. But what makes the 1988 P nickel so special? Well, it all boils down to a rare and unusual characteristic that has caught the attention of coin collectors. The 1988 P nickel is part of a series that was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and while most coins from this year were produced in large numbers, certain variants of the 1988 nickel are extremely rare and highly valuable. You may wonder, what could make a 5-cent coin so valuable? The answer lies in the coin's unique qualities, especially its condition and rarity. Most coins from the 1988 series were circulated widely, meaning they were subject to daily wear and tear, which makes them less valuable. However, some of these coins were carefully preserved, and a very small number have survived in nearly mint condition. These coins, particularly those with certain types of imperfections or rare minting errors, are sought after by numismatists and collectors alike. One of the key factors that can make the 1988 P nickel valuable is its pristine condition. In the world of coin collecting, a coin's value increases exponentially when it is in near perfect or uncirculated condition. This is because coins that have been well preserved maintain the sharp details of their design, which can easily be worn away through regular circulation. So, if you happen to find a 1988 P nickel that looks as if it's just been minted, you may have a hidden gem on your hands. But there's more to this coin than just its appearance. There's a particular variety of the 1988 P nickel that stands out even more. Some of these coins were struck with minor errors, and these imperfections can significantly increase their value. For example, some coins were struck with double die errors or slight misalignments, which give them unique characteristics that are highly desirable to collectors. These coins are not only rare but are also considered a true find for anyone lucky enough to have one in their collection. Collectors are always on the lookout for such errors because they are incredibly difficult to come by. In fact, most error coins are discovered years, sometimes decades, after they were originally minted. This means that even if you've come across a 1988 P nickel in your change, it could be worth far more than you initially thought if it has any unusual features. Now, you might be wondering just how much one of these coins can be worth. Well, the value of a 1988 P5 coin can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and any special characteristics it may have. A typical 1988 P nickel in average circulation is worth just 5 cents, but if you happen to have one that's in near perfect, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, a well-preserved, error-free 1988 P nickel could fetch as much as $27,000 to $32,000. Depending on its specific traits. It's incredible to think that a small, unassuming nickel could be worth thousands of dollars. So, next time you dig through your coin jar or come across an old coin in your pocket change, take a moment to carefully examine it. Who knows, you might just have a rare treasure on your hands. The bottom line is this: the 1988 P5 coin is not your average nickel. Whether it's in pristine condition, features an error, or simply stands out due to its rarity, it's a coin that could potentially fetch a significant amount of money. So, if you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys the thrill of the hunt, keep your eyes peeled for this unique nickel. It might just be worth more than you could ever imagine. Top 6. We're going to explore an extraordinary coin that many overlook, the United States 5-cent coin from 1994, commonly known as the 1994 D nickel. This little piece of history may seem ordinary at first glance, but trust us, there's more to it than meets the eye. Let's set the scene. The year is 1994. The United States is in the midst of a vibrant economy, with the country navigating the post-Cold War era. The 1990s were a time of rapid technological advancements, with the internet beginning to take shape and pop culture booming. The coin we're discussing today, the 1994 D nickel, was minted during this exciting period in American history. But it's not just the era that makes this coin special. There's something about this particular nickel that makes it a rare find and a collector's dream now. You may be wondering, what makes the 1994 D nickel so valuable? Well, to truly appreciate its worth, we need to take a closer look at its design, history, and why it stands out in the world of numismatics. The 1994 D nickel is part of the well-known Jefferson Nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. The obverse, or front side, of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, designed by artist Felix Schlag. This portrait has become iconic over the decades, symbolizing Jefferson's role in American history and his contributions to the nation's foundation. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, also created by Schlag. The design of Monticello has been on the back of the nickel since its debut in 1938, and it remains a symbol of Jefferson's legacy. The details on the coin's reverse side, with Monticello's columns and architecture, are always stunning, making it a work of art in itself. So, what makes the 1994 D nickel different from all the other Jefferson nickels that were produced in large numbers over the years? Well, it's the mint mark. The D stands for Denver, indicating that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint. While most 1994 nickels were minted with the P for Philadelphia, the 1994 D nickel stands out for a very specific reason that catches the eye of collectors. Unlike other years where millions of coins were minted with a variety of mint marks, the 1994 D nickel has some rare variants that make it especially valuable. In fact, the coin we're talking about is often found in pristine, uncirculated condition, making it an absolute treasure for collectors who value rarity. A coin in uncirculated condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear, is worth significantly more than one that has been circulated in daily transactions. The condition of the coin is key here. In addition, there are certain unique characteristics that set the 1994 D nickel apart from other coins in the series. Some of these coins have subtle, yet significant, minting errors, such as double die varieties or small changes in the design that make them stand out from regular issues. Error coins are highly sought after by numismatists because they are essentially one of a kind, and as a result, their value can skyrocket. These mistakes can range from minor design changes to more prominent misprints, and each variation tells a fascinating story of how the coin was made. Because of these errors and the rarity of the coin in excellent condition, the 1994 D nickel has gained significant attention in the numismatic world. If you happen to come across one of these rare versions of the coin, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Coins like this are often traded at premium prices due to their unique features and limited supply. So, what exactly is the 1994 D nickel worth today? Well, if you have a well-preserved specimen, especially one with a unique minting error or in mint state condition, you could be looking at a value of anywhere between $22,000 and $26,000. That's right, this small, seemingly insignificant nickel could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now, you might be thinking, how do I know if I have one of these valuable coins? Well, it's all about the details. First, you'll want to check the condition of the coin. Is it shiny, clean, and free of scratches? If it's been well preserved, it could be worth much more than face value. Next, take a close look at the mint mark. Does it have the D for Denver? Then, examine the coin for any potential errors. This is where things get really exciting for collectors, as finding an error coin is like finding a hidden gem. It's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist if you're unsure about the value of your 1994 D nickel. They can provide a more detailed assessment and let you know if you've stumbled upon a true treasure. If you happen to find one of these rare coins, it's important to handle it with care. Store it in a safe, dry place, and consider getting it graded by a professional service to determine its exact value. A well-graded coin will fetch the highest price on the market, and you'll be able to sell it to the right buyer who understands its worth. In conclusion, the 1994 D nickel is much more than just a piece of change from the 1990s. It's a rare and valuable coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. With its unique design, historical significance, and the potential for minting errors, this nickel has earned its place as one of the most desirable coins of the 1990s. So, if you come across one of these rare finds, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look. It might just be worth a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this rare coin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows what treasure might be hiding in your pocket? Until next time, happy collecting!